Have you ever wished you possessed a teleport button that could instantly remove you from the chaos of pressing office deadlines and immediately transport you to a peaceful, serene beach environment? The global burnout crisis has prompted researchers to search for innovative solutions transcending traditional meditation, leading to the discovery of virtual reality, VR, as a powerful breakthrough tool for deep, instantaneous neural recovery. Immersive VR technology offers a secure, highly controlled environment that neurologically tricks your brain into believing you have successfully escaped the actual, immediate source of debilitating occupational stress. Mastering the utilization of VR as a spiritual healing tool in the workplace is the new essential key to rapidly activating the parasympathetic nervous system and restoring lost cognitive energy effectively. Ignoring the profound potential of this specific VR application means allowing chronic stress to continuously damage your team's innovative performance and overall creativity without an effective solution. What is the one physiological indicator measured by VR that definitively signals a rapid decrease in stress and ongoing neural recovery? I will be dissecting this crucial biometric marker in the middle section of this video. I personally experienced difficult periods where I knew I urgently needed to meditate, but my mind was simply too noisy and the office environment too distracting to successfully achieve any profound sense of internal calm. Previously, attempting to achieve mindfulness in my noisy office chair often simply amplified my frustration, making me feel that my failure to meditate was a personal shortcoming that should be blamed. I quickly realized that the greatest internal struggle was not finding spare time, but consciously creating a controlled emotional context that would successfully allow my mind to accept total rest and restorative recovery. Perhaps you also recognize this persistent dilemma, where you urgently need rapid recovery from intense stress, but genuinely lack the time to take a proper physical retreat far away from the office. Studying clinical VR completely changed my perspective, clearly teaching me that spiritual healing involves manipulating sensory input to activate the brain's natural relaxation response. We will examine exactly how immersive technology can provide an instant, highly effective mental sanctuary immediately accessible in your workplace. The primary conflict encountered when addressing workplace stress is the profound inability of the brain to fully disengage from the immediate work environment context that constantly triggers anxiety and cognitive tension. In a highly stressed state, the amygdala, the brain's alarm center, remains hyperactive, relentlessly prioritizing social threats and looming deadlines, actively inhibiting all restorative relaxation efforts. Although mindfulness offers a valuable solution, the mind is often immediately pulled back by external noise and the persistent memory of crucial unfinished tasks. VR radically solves this fundamental conflict through full immersion, which effectively shuts down the negative sensory input emanating from the office environment that maintains the chronic stress response. Research confirms that VR can induce both significant physiological stress responses for exposure therapy and measurable relaxation responses for healing, depending strictly on the virtual scenario. Successfully mastering immersion means consciously mastering the stress on divided by off switch of your nervous system. The scientific key behind the effectiveness of VR in promoting spiritual healing lies in its proven ability to rapidly activate the parasympathetic nervous system, PNS, through targeted vagus nerve stimulation. VR scenarios featuring tranquil natural environments, such as calm forests or serene beaches, trigger an extremely fast relaxation response, which directly lowers the stress hormone cortisol levels in the body significantly. This restorative response is demonstrably similar to the calming effects produced by real-world nature contact forest healing, proving the brain responds strongly to convincingly simulated environments. Research shows that VR-guided meditation can significantly increase heart-brain coherence, HRV, which is the objective biomarker of superior emotional regulation mastery. Vagus nerve stimulation intentionally triggered by VR immersion is the precise biological mechanism leading to rapid and profound mental serenity. The physiological indicator measured by VR that definitively signals a rapid decrease in stress and successful neural recovery, answering the open loop earlier, is heart rate variability, HRV. HRV, the crucial time variance between heartbeats, is the reliable metric that precisely reflects vagal tone and the necessary balance between the stress and recovery nervous systems. Successfully designed VR must demonstrate a significant increase in HRV during the relaxation session, signaling that the PNS has taken effective control and the brain has switched into rest and digest mode. Research has utilized integrated electrocardiograms, ECG, within the headset to confirm that VR-based meditation delivers superior stress recovery compared to passive rest alone. Measuring HRV during VR sessions provides invaluable objective feedback that allows individuals to scientifically verify the deep effectiveness of their healing practice. The most practical solution involves implementing a structured 15-minute VR immersion ritual, which should be performed immediately following a peak stress event or period of intense cognitive overload. This ritual strictly demands the use of a fully immersive headset and the careful selection of a scenario meticulously designed to trigger relaxation. For example, waterfall scenes, natural sounds, or guided meditation. The powerful, immersive nature of VR forces complete attentional diversion, which is vital for successfully halting the detrimental rumination, negative thought cycles that constantly drain energy. Studies consistently show that a brief 15-minute duration is sufficient to produce measurable biometric changes, such as a sharp reduction in salivary cortisol levels and a positive boost in overall mood. This intentional VR healing ritual successfully transforms passive break time into an active, carefully programmed neural recovery session. The greatest struggle when utilizing VR for healing is successfully overcoming the threat of intense immersion, where an overly realistic virtual experience inadvertently heightens user anxiety. Research shows that if the virtual scenario, for example, height exposure or difficult social situations, feels too overwhelmingly real, the high sense of presence can actually intensify negative emotions and dramatically increase heart rate responses. Ethical implementation requires complete control over the scenario, guaranteeing the virtual environment feels inherently safe, profoundly peaceful, and easily adjustable to the user's emotional comfort level. Leaders must ensure the healing software used in the workplace is specifically tested to induce the relaxation response, never overstimulation. VR must serve as a safe tool for practicing emotional calmness and regulation under simulated conditions. In conclusion, VR for spiritual healing is a science-backed breakthrough, utilizing full immersion to biologically trigger a powerful, immediate relaxation response effectively. The conflict between a chronically distracted mind and effective recovery is definitively solved by immersive sensory diversion that rapidly activates the vagus nerve and the PNS. Scientific evidence confirms that VR-guided meditation measurably boosts HRV and positive mood, yielding superior stress recovery compared to traditional passive rest techniques alone. The true solution is the structured 15-minute VR ritual, which converts short downtime into verifiable, active neural recovery sessions that boost resilience. Mastering healing with VR represents a direct, highly effective investment in your mental resilience hardware. Changing your fundamental mindset is essential for successfully implementing this technology, viewing VR not as a novelty game, but as a vital neurological self-care tool necessary for sustainable high performance. Spiritual healing through VR teaches the crucial lesson that your internal emotional environment is far more critical than the external problems remaining on your desk. Leaders must cultivate a culture where the 15-minute VR break is viewed as a productive and strategic action, never as an indicator of laziness or poor commitment. Invest wisely in user-friendly devices and foster a supportive office environment that fully supports this crucial micro-recovery ritual. Imagine your VR headset functioning as a temporal capsule that surgically disconnects your nervous system from the noise and pressure of the office for 15 crucial minutes. This temporal capsule does not eliminate external problems, but it provides essential, restorative time for your amygdala and prefrontal cortex to neurologically stabilize themselves effectively. Your ultimate long-term goal is to permanently increase your vagal tone through consistent VR sessions, naturally making you inherently more resilient to severe stress in the actual real world. VR serves as a safe, controlled training ground to deliberately practice emotional calmness before facing the demanding corporate battlefield. Now is the decisive time to bring technology to the forefront of your personal recovery and energy management strategy. Challenge yourself to immediately try the 15-minute VR immersion ritual today, intentionally replacing draining social media scrolling with measurable, restorative, immersive recovery. Remember this crucial truth: the fastest recovery is the recovery that most convincingly assures your brain you are truly safe, and immersive VR performs this function perfectly. Use this advanced neuroscience to successfully transform your struggle with burnout into a predictable cycle of controlled, high-energy performance. Challenge yourself to champion the acquisition of at least one VR headset in your office as a collective wellness station that can be used effectively by the entire team. If this powerful VR spiritual healing guide has fully opened your eyes to this breakthrough potential, please show your deep commitment by immediately hitting the like button right now. Subscribe and widely share this essential video so that more leaders fully understand that the ultimate secret to lasting excellence is mastering internal serenity through technological empowerment.